said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the USC Trojans. Taking on a team looking for its first win, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Trojans will kick it away to start. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. The give to Davis. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Noles will hustle to the line. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
The Trojans just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Quick completion on the out route. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. The play-action fake. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback are smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Pulls it in. It's Stokes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson will throw. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
USC offense will take over.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
You don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. Jackson gonna throw it. With the catch, it's Gibson. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab down the left side. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense. And he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking to throw again. Scrambling away. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They're trying to slam it in. This freshman makes the stop after a shot. This is a money play on third and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Florida State. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
It's so nice to have a running back where you don't have to block it perfect, and he can make guys miss and break tackles like he did right there. Give that second effort and get in the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air on first down. And the running back made the catch along the sidelines, but he drifted out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. This time it's complete.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Trojans come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. He's going to let it go. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll send the back in motion. Jackson will throw. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He makes a grab. They will score! Touchdown, Trojans!
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Making side adjustments here. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Florida State.
Jackson gonna throw it. Release to the back. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Noles are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Trojans. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Jackson will throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Dances away, trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He might want another play. Jackson gonna throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fowler. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Texas is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A real bloodbath today at DKR. They're trailing by 14 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Good, solid tackle.
And
no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Stokes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Noles.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Can't get him to the ground.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the Trojans send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll ride Davis here. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Pulls and fires complete. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Jackson will throw. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
With the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Off play action. Looking to buy time. Touchdown Seminoles! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. Dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. catch in the middle. It's Fowler. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted for the 11th time. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The give from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. It's one thing to execute early in the game. In a tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.